So hey guys, I showed you guys how to do tempo mapping and using Beat Detective as well. I'm gonna finish up with Beat Detective, but in general, this is gonna be a video about pocketing. I'm gonna get into that just little bit later as soon as I finish. Well, explaining everything I can about Beat Detective. So as you can see here, I kind of have a little bit of a this track tempo map from this drummer here. I'm just still the drums here. So yeah, as you can hear, I kind of have him tempo map so he's going on time there. But I'm gonna get him a little bit more locked to what he's should be playing. So I'm gonna see if I can highlight up to 4 bars. Actually, instead of let's see if I can get just the kick and snare 4 bars. You should really only be doing this up to 4 bars each every time you do Beat Detective. Really, um, you don't want to consolidate the entire song itself. That can lead to some problems later on. But yeah, other than that, let's just open up Beat Detective here. And I showed you guys how to do bar and beats marker, which is basically tempo mapping without actually having to map it yourself. So I'm just going to go to clip separation. It's already analyzed here, exactly what I have. So I'm just going to separate. Then before I go to conform, I want to make sure that I select the overheads as well. Yep. And I'm not really going to separate those because I kind of want to keep those by themselves, but I still want to conform it. So same settings I want there. Conform. And yeah, so there it's kind of has it a little bit quantized exactly to what it should be on the grid that I have it as right now. So let's just check that right now. So obviously there's a lot of gaps in between. But good thing is that it has a way to clean up after itself with the smooth tool. Let's see what happened. So it's still kind of there's a few little kicks in there, but that's really just Beat Detective in a nutshell. But yeah, I have a more direct approach, which as you know is basically pocketing. So right here we have 151 beats per minute. I actually have it changed to a 3/4 beat instead of a 4/4 beat. The only problem is if I want it to be 3/4, it's not going to be on time as much as it was on that really slow 50 beats per minute 4/4 time. So one thing I can do is actually manually myself go in and cut. So if you don't already have this A to Z uh, short shortcut key um, symbol activated, do so because it's going to help us actually cut the audio ourselves. So let's just do this right here. Pressing B on the keypad, on your laptop or your keyboard, it's actually going to let you separate. I have this all grouped, so it's fine. Other than that, I can just change the time of where I want it to, and I can actually just do what Beat Detective does, but manually myself. Okay, so after a little bit of pocketing, just manually editing everything else there. Let's just see how much I have after a few minutes. So yeah, I'm getting there as far as I can see. I mean, it's a little bit more time consuming than just pressing Beat Detective and just hitting Analyze and Generate. But I'm more of a hands-on kind of person, and I really just try to trust myself and my own ears with with doing this kind of stuff and editing. And sometimes Beat Detective doesn't really get it exactly right. If you guys heard it back or remember that, it wasn't exactly to the point. Um, and this really just kind of allows you to, conform everything yourself. Just make sure that it's getting right there on the beat. It's on the first beat of 10. So I'm making all my snares hit the first beat of each bar. But yeah, it's a little bit more DIY than everything else that's kind of given to you. But yeah, I'm trusting my own ears on this one. So yeah, uh, it's a little bit more time consuming, a lot more since I have that much more left to do. And I'm only over here. But yeah, that's basically pocketing.